If you're new to selling on Etsy and your account got seemingly banned for absolutely no reason, then stay tuned because you're not alone and it's usually super simple to get your account back. First, I'll walk you through a couple of the really common reasons why accounts get suspended right when they open or even later on, so you can understand which one you are, and then I'll walk you through steps to get your account back on Etsy. The most common reason that new shops get suspended on Etsy right after they open is because Etsy has systems and processes that are automatic, set in place to protect the platform from scammers and bots opening up accounts on their platform. And unfortunately, a lot of new shops accidentally get caught up in this system. That's actually how my shop got suspended when I first started 3 years ago, but spoiler alert, I got my shop back and you can too. The second most common reason that your account might get suspended on Etsy is by having incorrect information. Double check that your name, your address, your credit card number, your social security number are all correct on the account. You also need to double check that your banking information is correct and that you've connected this to their Plaid partner. So Plaid actually goes and verifies your bank account. They're going to send you a few cents to your bank account and you have to verify how much money they sent you. This is a mandatory part of their process, and if you don't do it, your account will get suspended. You also need to make sure that you're completely honest about everything opening up your account. I know that if you don't live in the United States and if you want to sell here, it's tempting to try and use a VPN and pretend that you live in the United States, but doing something like this can get you permanently banned on Etsy. Make sure that even if you live outside the US and want to sell in the US, when you're creating your account, you're using all of your actual, real, correct information so you don't end up getting permanently banned. Speaking of getting permanently banned on Etsy, the third most common reason that I see people lose their shops on Etsy is by repeatedly infringing on other people's intellectual property. This can be things like copyright infringement or trademark infringement. Trademark infringement is when you use words on your items that are actually trademarked on those items. So things like the word onesie, unless you're selling a Gerber brand onesie, you actually can't use that word in your title or your tag at all in the listing. If you're selling something like a next level baby bodysuit, then you have to use those words, baby bodysuit. So it's important to familiarize yourself with trademarks and how to check for them. I will link a video down in the description where I go in depth on how to actually check for trademarks, and you need to do this for everything you put on your items on Etsy and your titles and your tags. It's super important. The other piece is copyright infringement. So doing things like fan art for anime or celebrities or anything along those lines, you actually can't sell in your store. That's infringing on somebody else's intellectual property. Some other things that you can't sell are things with movies, song lyrics. All of those things are covered under intellectual property and copyright. So you cannot sell any of those things in your store. If you sell a few things like that and you get a few infringements, that's when you'll get permanently banned from Etsy and you're really unlikely to get your account back. So make sure you understand these things before getting started. But like I said in the beginning, if you're just a brand new shop that got suspended for no reason, then we should be able to get your account back within a week to 2 weeks tops. So let's walk you through that process and what that looks like. First, you need to file an appeal. If you are just temporarily suspended, then you'll likely see a big red banner across the top of your Etsy shop telling you that you are suspended, and you can click the button to contact Etsy for support. If you don't see the red banner up at the top, you can go to the left-hand side of your shop, click Community and Help, go to Contact Us, and then file an appeal. I can't show you that exact screen since my shop isn't currently suspended, but that's exactly where you'll go. If you are permanently suspended, which sometimes they'll do right out of the gate as well if some of your information is incorrect, then we're going to just be emailing Etsy at support@etsy.com. If you can actually go through and file an appeal through Etsy, that's the best way. But again, if you can't log into your account at all, that's when you'll want to use that email. When you're writing your email to Etsy about why your account was suspended and to please give it back, it's important to remember to be professional and be detailed in your response, since this is your one and only chance to usually get your account back and actually have a real human take a look at it to help you file your appeal. So I made a template message for you that you can use as is. I'll put it down in the description, or you can change it up however you like. So starting with the subject line, line, you want to say shop suspension for shop name, whatever your shop name is. And if you are sending this through the Etsy appeal, perfect, right through their website. But if you are emailing Etsy because you can't log in, make sure to use the email that's actually associated with your Etsy account. That'll make it so much easier for them to verify that it's you. So here's the message that I wrote out for you. It says, hello, I opened my Etsy store this week, FakeStore, and now it's been suspended. I will be selling print-on-demand products using Printify that I create completely myself. I read through Etsy's policies and terms of use and do not see anywhere that I violated the terms of use. Can you please take a look at my shop and see if it's eligible for reinstating? Thank you so much for your time and this opportunity to start my own small business. Thank you, and your name. It's important to, again, say that you've read through the policies and that you know you're not infringing on anything. That way they know you've done your portion of the work. Then if you're filing an appeal on Etsy's website, it's going to give you two options to why your account was closed. It'll say, did you close your own shop, or did you get closed by Etsy for violating their terms of use or something along those lines? Even if you didn't violate it, you do need to select that option and click send. Again, make sure that whatever message you send is respectful and professional. This can take 1 to 2 weeks to actually hear back from Etsy, but in most cases that I've heard of from sellers, they don't message you back and let you know that your account's back at all. So I would just recommend trying to log in once per day until your account is back, and hopefully just one day it's magically back, just like mine was. In most cases where your account was closed for no reason, just filing this regular appeal will fix it and get it all set for you, and you'll have your account back in no time. So try not to stress. I know it feels like a big bump in the road, but try and take this week or 2 weeks to keep learning how to sell on Etsy. You can even still get your logo and your banner and all your shop policies that you're going to create ready in the meantime. So keep watching videos and learning in the meantime. I do have actually my free mini course to get you completely started with using Etsy and Printify if you're looking to sell print on demand in your store, and I'll link that down in the description. It is a 9-module course that takes you from opening your accounts, getting all of these settings set up, to actually creating your first design, doing your niche research, and finalizing your very first listing. So if that's where you are in the process, then please go ahead and click that link below, and I think it'll be super helpful for you. And if you spend the next week or two getting everything ready and lots of designs created, then as soon as your account's back, you'll be able to hit the ground running and get going with your store. There's always going to be a million little things that try to get in the way of you doing what you want to do with your life. So don't let little roadblocks like this steer you away and make you feel like this isn't the right fit. If this is the vision that you have for yourself and your life, that you are a business owner, that you really want to own your own business, you want to change your own life and potentially quit your job and do something like this full time, then don't let anything stop you. You really can do this. In just a year and a half, I was able to completely quit my full-time job and do this full-time, and you absolutely can as well. Am I telling you it's going to be easy and it's going to happen overnight? Absolutely not. But you are in the right place. If this is where you feel drawn to and this feels right for you, then you are in the right place. You just have to put the work in, trust the process, and keep moving forward a little bit every day. Again, it's not going to happen overnight. So just know the first few months is your building phase. This is going to feel slow. This is going to feel clunky. You're going to second guess yourself a lot. You're going to have imposter syndrome a lot. You'll probably be afraid to even tell other people that you know that you're starting your own business. But you should be really proud of what you're doing, because it's normal to be scared of starting new things and trying new things. But here you are trying it and still learning and improving every day in your life. And you should be so, so proud of that. And if you like no fluff, step-by-step tutorials, please consider subscribing to my channel, especially if you're looking to get into Etsy and print on demand, since that is my specialty and how I've sold over $750,000 on Etsy in the last 3 years. So please take a moment to comment down below if this was helpful for you, and please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. And thank you for watching all the way until the end, and I'll see you in the next one.